The secret to getting a flat belly in 6 weeks or less. Hello, FitWise fam. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to get a flat belly in less than 6 weeks. This video is for you if you're a woman over 40, 50, or even over 60 like me, and you've tried everything. You've tried dieting, you've tried weight loss supplements, you've tried exercise, and that fat just isn't budging. Maybe you're in menopause or perimenopause and you notice that layer of belly fat starting to accumulate and you're wondering what the heck is happening. Maybe you even feel less confident in your clothes, or you're avoiding certain activities like going to the beach in a bathing suit. And you long for those days that you went to the beach confidently and you wore your clothes confidently and you went shopping for clothes confidently. But regardless of what you've tried, you feel like you're losing the battle. But here's the good news. You don't need to do endless sit-ups and ab crunches and all of those abdominal planks to lose belly fat. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips and really good knowledge around how to lose that belly fat for good. And by the way, it doesn't involve doing countless sit-ups, ab crunches, and planks, thank goodness. So imagine this. Imagine looking in the mirror or catching your glimpse as you walk by a store window and feeling proud of the body that you're in. Imagine walking into a store and picking up the size you used to wear and sliding it on in the change room, and say it's a pair of jeans and you're doing up that zipper and you're not having to suck it in anymore. Imagine how amazing that would feel. And it's not just about losing the fat. It's about feeling happier and more confident to go about your life and show up in the way that you always dreamed of showing up. You see, this isn't just about shedding pounds. It's about shedding embarrassment, shedding that feeling that you have to hide under large clothes, and stepping into a life where you feel totally confident in any situation, in any outfit you're wearing. All right, let's talk about the steps to get rid of that belly fat. First off, here's a reality check that we all need to hear. You can't spot reduce belly fat, meaning thousands of sit-ups and crunches and planks are not going to get you the results that you're looking for. Today, we're going to focus in on a whole body approach to losing that stubborn belly fat. Number one, nutrition is key. I would say nutrition is probably one of the biggest factors in losing that stubborn belly fat. I remember when I owned my gym, I owned a CrossFit gym for years, and the people that dialed in their nutrition were the ones that saw visible results. I could have two athletes working out the same program and one following a nutrition plan and one not, and there were dramatic visible results with the one that followed a really solid nutrition plan. Now, this is not about starving yourself. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Most women do not eat adequate protein, and as a result, they don't retain or build lean muscle, which causes their metabolism to slow down and also store fat if they're eating more than they're burning. What you want here is not some crazy fad diet, especially if you're menopausal. We need a good balance of carbohydrates, yes, I said carbohydrates, protein, and fats for us to really feel full and satisfied, for us to have enough energy to work out. And also, that balanced approach can be followed long term. We can stay consistent with something like that. When we do radical diets, then we end up eventually falling off because we get bored or we get frustrated or we just don't feel like sticking to it. I prefer a diet that is a little bit higher in protein than a completely 40-30-30 diet. The reason being is as we age, we start to lose muscle mass, and protein is the building blocks of muscle. So we want to make sure we're getting adequate protein in our diets. In fact, I have a free high protein 7-day meal plan. I put the link in the comments for you if you want to grab that and start really thinking about and looking at how much protein you're currently eating and what a higher protein diet really looks like. You're also going to need a slight calorie deficit. Now, most women, when they try to lose body fat, they start starving themselves, and that's actually going to really hurt your metabolism. It's going to slow it down because your body thinks it's starving. We want to make sure that we're in a slight calorie deficit. I say between 250 and 500 calories. I've got another video that'll attach at the end of this video that goes through how you actually calculate the appropriate calorie deficit for you so that you can start losing body fat. Step number 2 is strength training. Yes, lifting weights, and no, you're not going to get big and bulky like the Incredible Hulk. Trust me. Lifting weights is so important as we age. We want to continue to build and retain lean muscle so that as we age, we don't look like that skinny fat person. And also, we have the strength to do all of the things we want to do in our lives, all of the adventures we want to take part in. For me, I love to hike and do all the things outdoors, and I never want to second guess whether I can actually physically accomplish them. And having enough lean muscle mass to do them is super important. Now, think about what's going to happen in 30 years when you're 70, 80, 90. If you don't have lean muscle mass and you fall down, you're going to have a really tough time getting back up. So it not only allows us to do all of the things we want in our lives, all the adventures we want to take, but also it's going to protect us as we age. So strength training is key. Next is put in some cardio. So a lot of people, they think that cardio is the only way to burn fat. In fact, strength training will, once you have more lean muscle, it will boost your metabolism and you'll burn fat more quickly. But cardio is also important and will allow you to burn more calories. If you're not a big cardio person and you don't love running or biking or any of those things, then make sure you're getting between 10,000 and 15,000 steps a day. Go for a long walk. Not only is it great cardio, but it's great for this up here and keeping yourself a little bit more stress-free, especially if you do your cardio outside and not on a treadmill. Next, sleep. Prioritize sleep. Try and get 8 hours a night. If you have to, turn off the TV, stop the Netflix series, and go to bed early. If you get 8 hours of sleep a night, it's going to really help your body function the next day a whole lot better. You'll have more energy to exercise, and you'll just feel more rested and able to do more. It will also help decrease your cortisol. We need to decrease our cortisol so that we can actually start shedding fat. So having adequate sleep is going to help that whole stress in your body, and you'll start shedding fat a little bit faster. Next one, you've probably heard this one before, drink enough water. I aim to drink a gallon of water a day. I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, you must be in the bathroom all the time. In the beginning, it took time to get used to drinking that much water. I wasn't a big water drinker before, but as I started drinking more and more water during the day, I found that I wasn't as hungry anymore. I didn't crave as many things. I didn't reach for food because I was really just thirsty. The other amazing thing that happened is it helped me start shedding more fat and my skin started looking better. And I'll take those over anything just to drink more water. So aim for a gallon a day. You might have to work yourself up to that, but that should be your end goal because it's going to help your whole body function better when you're hydrated properly. Next, consistency is everything. It took you time to get to where you are. If you've got body fat already or you're overweight, it took you time to accumulate that. So don't expect miracles in a day or two. But over the course of 6 weeks, if you follow the things that I've mentioned in this video, you are going to actually see a flatter stomach, feel better about yourself. You're going to be able to have less bloat, do your close up way easier. And when you look in that mirror, you're going to start to feel way more confident with a flatter belly. So we just talked about a bunch of things that if you follow them consistently over the course of 6 weeks, you will have a flatter belly. You'll feel more happy and confident. And in the next video, I'm going to share with you how to calculate that important number of how many calories you should be eating on a daily basis and what your calorie deficit is. Have a beautiful day.